Concerning Gaelic custom and maritime legend. 3rd May 1878. An old man rowed me to the island, braving waves with the laconic indifference to death that characterises the Scots Gael. "She'll take me when she calls," he said, meaning, I suppose, death, or perhaps the sea, unless they be the same. My patient was MacAskill, a captain in the herring fleet, and his wife, being the niece to the Laird of Lochbraun, had appointed me. I found MacAskill in a febrile state, his bedroom window open to the grey Atlantic. I diagnosed pneumonia, leached a quart of blood, and prescribed 30 grains of calomel. His mother, a Hebridean crone stitching nets by the hearth, preferred her insular traditions to modern medicine. "He's been wooed by Marua," meaning, or so I construed it, the sea bride. "Whisht, you old fool," retorted her daughter-in-law with scant charity. "I'll hear no heathen fancies in this Christian house." I thought her piety admirable, and retired to the inn, where fishermen drinking in the public room repeated this folklore of Marua, perhaps sea hag? "She reached from the sea spume," said one greybeard, chewing a clay pipe, "and grasped him on the thigh. I saw her pale hand," as claimed a dozen others, who, having only heard the story when MacAskill was brought ashore, half drowned, had added their credulity to a swelling tale. I was summoned from sleep by MacAskill's son, bearing an oil lamp, saying his father had sickened. The bedroom reeked of brine, the sheets drenched with salt water, and MacAskill's eyes were bright and wild. "She comes upon the high tide," he croaked, clutching my shirt. "She's not cold, but warm, and her kisses fierce. I spend myself upon her. Salt for her salt, in her arms, the depths hold no terrors. Tell my wife and son I have a new bride now." I prescribed 6 cathartic pills to rout the fever, and departed to catch a retreating tide. A circuit returned me to Lochbraun in the summer, and I asked whether Captain MacAskill prospered. "That's more than I can say," my pilot replied, being the very twin of the old man who rowed me to the island. "They say MacAskill vanished on the high tide, leaving an empty bed, a fatherless bairn, and a desolate widow." "Did Marua take him away?" I asked, smiling at his fanciful superstitions, and reflecting that, from the medieval Irish, sea siren might be a better translation.
If you enjoyed The Siren's Call, read more daily ghost stories, and please like and subscribe.